Hi everybody, it's day 2 at ISE and I'm my friends with Jabra. The stand has been so busy, we've been fighting to get a spot.
We have.
Calum, for those who don't know you, just want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello everybody. My name is Calum MacDougall. I am responsible for the enterprise business in GN. A simpler way to say that, anything with a Jabra logo on it is my responsibility.
Awesome. So last time we were talking about the Evolve3 and we're going to talk about that in a minute, but so many announcements from you guys at the show.
Yes.
So I'm going to test you now. What's been announced?
Yeah, it's been a super exciting show for us. I think, Tommy, quite right. Last time we talked about Evolve3 and audio. The other side of our business is video. We want to be a specialist audio and video brand for enterprise.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this show is pretty much about video and pretty much what you can see behind us.
Yeah.
Those of you on screen may be familiar with this. This is the PanaCast 55 VBS, which is a new product. You'll recognize the form, and we've been using the PanaCast device principally to support enterprises in small and medium-sized rooms. But customers have been asking us for solutions for larger rooms. Our ambition is to cover rooms with 2 to 22 people in, and it's at this show we've met that ambition with the Jabra Room Kits. And you can see the composition of the room kits here. You have the bar at the front. Then here we have the Jabra SpeakerMic. I could pick that up.
I like the naming, like SpeakerMic, like says what it does.
Exactly. We have a very simple approach to naming, try and make it as clear as we can. SpeakerMic gives you extended audio deep into the room. And then we have, with our friends at Huddly at the top here, single cameras around the room as well.
Nice.
There are 3 here. You can choose from 1 to 3. It's all about choice to create a solution that enables you to cover a large room. So we leave the show, or we're at the show, with solutions for rooms from 2 to 22 people, but also flexibly. It's up to you how you want to deploy the parts that we bring.
Very modular and very easy to deploy. I got a briefing from your team pre-announcement, and it feels like a lot of work's gone into not just the experience, obviously, but actually the setup and the ease of deployment.
Absolutely. I think when we think about video, we think about 2 things. What happens in the meeting, and that's the audio-video experience, where we want to create something that is seamless and as natural and as effective as possible. Well, we also think about how the meeting room comes together. How do you build it? How do you manage it? And for many enterprises, that's the most difficult, complex part. And for this large room solution, maybe the first thing we chose is on the Android platform. MDEP in the bar to give you the security that you need on Android, or the common level of security. And then a simple modular solution that's easy to deploy. I think we all know in large rooms you can have a high level of complexity in the provisioning and the deployment and managing all the cabling. We've tried to make that as simple as possible. So, of course, we want to create great experiences in the meeting room. But we also want to create a nice experience for the people who have to deploy and manage what's in the meeting room as well.
Yeah. And the SpeakMic, I'm really excited about this. Because, like, you've got such a big heritage, obviously, in the USB, speakerphones, and the Speak 2. Like, you're kind of packing that technology in for both the speaker and the microphone in one unit.
Exactly. I mean, many people first introduced to Jabra via our Speak range, known as the hockey puck in parts of North America.
I think I've got one of most of them. They live forever.
You
like
probably have,
400 or 500.
They do live forever. That's another business problem. They're too reliable. But that's still an important part of our business. And, of course, people know Jabra as an audio brand. But it's not as easy as you might think to be able to manage audio in the front of the room bar and then coordinate it with the speaker mic that is deep down in the room. It's fairly complex physics, so it's taken a good deal of work to be able to do it. And also how the product is mounted to do it as simply as possible, but also to manage the reverberation of the sound. We have to manage it in the right way. But now we have a pretty simple solution. You have your P55 VBS at the front. This will get you a good 11 meters or so into the room with audio, speaker mic, controls on the thing as well that you can, on the speaker mic that you can mute and so on. Really good audio experience. And then with the Huddly cameras to give us the room kit and the video experience as well.
Awesome. Really exciting announcement. So talking of video, let's pivot to the Evolve3.
Yes. Now we go over to the other side of the family.
One twist. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. So look, perfectly framed.
So yes, Evolve3, which we announced together in a way, and introduced earlier in the year and announced a couple of weeks ago. This is its first outing out in the wild, let's say. And what have we sought to do? We've sought to really reinvent the enterprise headset and create something that we might consider as a crossover device. What do I mean by that? It's engineered for work use. So it is a certified device. It has the great voice pickup that you'd expect. You can use it. It has the right comfort and lightweight to use throughout the day. but we built something that looks and performs like a consumer device.
Yeah.
So something that's is at home as in the office, as you might be wearing.
Yeah,
on the
people
plane.
are comfortable to wear it on the tube on the way in and in the office. Like it's got that style to it, and I love the grey colour as well as the black.
And super portable, so you can really fold it up and bring it with you in your pouch wherever you go. And a light. This is the 85, the over-the-ear version. It's 55% of the weight of the AirPods Max, so you can really feel the difference.
Awesome.
But perhaps the thing you notice most is what's missing. A Jabra device has always had a boom arm. This does not have a boom arm of any kind. How have we done that? Of course, we have microphones and algorithms, but this really is an AI solution. So another part of our business is we have a hearing aid business. We're the world's fourth largest and fastest growing hearing aid brand. The thing you have to solve with a hearing aid is picking up speech in noise. This is what you need to do without a boom
quite
arm.
useful for headsets
Yeah, it's quite a useful thing to have. You need to pick up the speech from your mouth and block out the noise around it. And we have a deep neural network we're trained to be able to do that. So we're demoing it here on the show floor. It's pretty noisy here.
Yeah.
And we're showing people how well it works to isolate the noise. This is a great place to show how it really works.
I know you guys have been working with one of my favourite tools I use a lot, which is WhisperFlow, the speech to text as well.
Exactly. I think I've talked a little bit about the headset using as a normal headset or headphones, but we have a big belief in the future of voice. You can talk 3 times faster than you can type, and we have a strong belief that in the future, we will be spending more and more time talking, not just to each other, but to our machines.
Yeah.
Our AI clients or AI agents, or just as you do, using WhisperFlow for whatever application you want to use. WhisperFlow then picks up the voice, and then you have it transcribed for you. But it's a classic example of the software and the hardware working together.
Yeah.
The guys at WhisperFlow are great at the maths. They can do the AI side. We do the physics to make sure you pick up the voice cleanly. And it's the hardware and the software working together that gives you a really great experience. Absolutely believe that's the future. More voice
You've got a button on here that can be customized as well.
Yeah.
And some future ideas around API access.
Exactly so. WhisperFlow is one example of a client you might use, but you might want to use any form of Gen AI client or agentic client in the future. It's up to you. Part of our job at Jabra is to give you choice in the things that's important to you. We'll deal with the audio and video. So the idea is we have a customizable button on the headset, just at the back here. One press, open whatever you want to open, whoever you want to talk to. We'll be doing a lot more work on that in the future, as you say, with customizable and open APIs in this case.
Awesome. And when are these shipping?
March the 2nd, they leave the
Very
warehouse.
specific date. That's good to know.
I can't give you a time, but I'll give you a date. March 2nd, they will be shipping out into our distribution and channel partners, and then they will be available to buy shortly thereafter.
Awesome.
So, yeah, coming to an office near you, at a station, at an airport.
Really exciting announcements. If anybody's got any questions, feel free to throw them in the comments. And Calum, thanks for catching us up.
Great to see you again, Tom.
Cheers.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.